Turning now to Talkback and Mum's the Word.
I just saw on Talkback that every couple people think it's cute that Hertz Puffs were watering the mums. Oh, please don't tell us that was cute, because you know what's going to happen? Then Sniderker's going to think it's cute if he waters the mums. Don't give him any ideas. Okay, bye.
Well, I'm hoping that wouldn't actually happen.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, the dogs, obviously don't know any better, but hopefully Joe does know something.
Look at our mums right now. This is our backyard.
Ooh.
They are so beautiful. They're doing great.
Yeah, they really are pretty.
Yeah.
Mine don't look like that at home.
They're dried out or what? They're just...
Well, one of them is and the other one isn't.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is,
Yeah.
but yeah, those are beautiful.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
Looks so good.
Very
out there
pretty.
Still, yeah.
Well, other callers are chiming in about our backyard decor.
Joe, stop it with this thing for Halloween and trying to put it into Christmas. That is not right. It's wrong. You were ready to take it down. Mindy got involved in it. She's an enabler. You were doing the right thing. Put it away somewhere in a shed or somewhere's garage, whatever, because it's going to break. The thing is going to get ruined if you put it out. And it doesn't belong for Christmas. My goodness already. What's wrong with you people?
I do wonder if we leave Kulkenstein out during like the snow and stuff, is that going to be bad?
I think so.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm the
enabler.
enabler.
I agree with that caller. You are an enabler.
I know I was.
Because, no, you always are. So Joe obviously starts the rumors that I make my own coats. You enable that.
Right.
You tell people that I make my own coats.
I do, yes.
And I feel so bad about that rumor because I do not have that skill. And I don't want to claim that I have that skill.
And then are people going to say, Emily, can you make me a coat?
No,
and
they
you'll
just
be
come
like,
up to me and they say, like, oh, I hear you. Mindy told me you make it's true. I just feel bad because I don't actually have that skill. I don't want people to think.
Well, to be fair,
it
was Joe who came up with it, but I did.
You enabled.
Yes, that's true. I enabled. Maybe I need to go to therapy for this. Maybe I need to go see a professional for my enabling.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's my favorite rumor that Joe started, I think.
That's a good one. Also, that Noreen was his sister.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. There are
too.
a lot of people out there that still think that's true.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people think that's true.
Well, now we have some choice words for all the inflatable haters.
This is for the guy that says all the blow-ups in the backyard are garbage. Well, let me tell you what, buddy. I enjoy seeing all the blow-ups back there. I think it's so nice that they do stuff that other radio or television stations do not do. It's very nice that they're up in the backyard. If you don't like it, watch something else then.
Just watch something
else.
else.
Don't watch anything else. Watch us.
Watch us and deal with the inflatables. So the piece of video they used there, it looked weird to me because we're all on our phones. Well, that was when Joe made us the challenge to check our screen time, and whoever had the least amount of average screen time for the week won, and it was me.
Oh,
and it was
nice.
you.
It was me. They both had over 3 hours per day. I had an hour and a half.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy. Mine's typically around three and a half, I think.
Well, because we did a story that teenagers typically have 13 hours of screen time per day.
That's insane.
I know.
That's crazy.
That means that's all you do, right? Like all day long?
I find now, like with the babies, that I'll have 4 hours will have passed, and I'm like, I have not seen my phone in 4 hours. But I have my Apple Watch now.
Really good.
And so I know that if I need anything, it'll happen on my wrist, and then I can go look for my phone. So that's been
really
really
good. And then do you ding it?
Yeah, I always.
I ding my phone probably 3-4 times a day.
Same.
Yeah, because I'll leave it somewhere. I'll be like, where is it? I don't know.
Yes. That's it.
And actually, the funny thing is, I just taught Joe how to do that.
To ding it?
Yeah, he didn't realize you could do that. I'm like, just ding your, because he was looking for his phone. I'm like, don't use your watch, just ding it. And he's like, what? Yeah. All right, well, we want to talk about Talkback, and some viewers are sharing their sentiments about Stacy.
Listen, it's Saturday evening, and Stacy Lang is at the news desk instead of home with her 2 small children. She's got to be the hardest working journalist in the news media business. Doesn't she have seniority? She's there a long time.
Good point. Why is she working on a Saturday? Allie, do you know the answer?
I do think, well, she was asked, first of all, but I
Yeah.
do think she agreed to it because sometimes it is nice to fill in on a weekend and then you get, you know, a weekday off. And as Stacy, she has worked weekends for many years. So when you work weekends, you get used to the Monday, Tuesday off, or, you know, a Thursday, Friday off. So sometimes it's nice to have a weekday off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
you can get all your
make appointments.
Yes.
get all your errands done.
So I'm sure she did agree to that day for that reason. But it's also, I mean, it's nice to fill in on a weekend too, to see the weekend crew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
quieter. Yeah.
Yeah, I filled on a weekend. It filled in on a
that's
weekend
right,
a couple
you
of
did.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace, actually.
But the hard part for us is trying to do the 11 p.m. news.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
am too tired to
Yeah.
stay up till 11 p.m. I mean, I can stay up if I'm just sitting there watching TV or a movie, but
It's
as far
brutal.
as being coherent at work, it's really hard.
And when I did it, there was college football, so it was pushed back.
Oh.
It didn't start till 11:30.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
So yeah, that is, I was going to say that. So I obviously worked that shift for, I don't know, like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And when I had Molly is when I asked to switch to mornings for a couple of reasons, but just how late you stay during college football. I mean, not even college football, because NBA, there's always sports on ABC. So
Right.
you're always getting delayed to, you know, midnight after midnight. And once I had Molly, I didn't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
It was fine in my 20s, but now I'm
Now
much
you're
happier
a
on the morning shift.
responsible adult who needs to
I'm
get some
much,
sleep.
much happier on the mornings.
The mornings are awesome. All right.
So the complaints keep coming about how we pronounce certain locations.
Oh, good grief. It looks like poor Jack Culkin's trying to grow a mustache and a beard this time. Look out for all the insults coming in. But before we do that, how about we straighten him out on how to pronounce Lackawanna? He pronounces it Lackawanna as if it's spelled L-O-C-K. It's L-A-C-K. Isn't that pronounced Lackawanna? He's been doing that for a while now. Nobody's caught that. I'm surprised all the old ladies aren't up in arms.
I think it's funny that she said, get ready for all the complaints,
I
and
know.
then
And
filed
she's
her complaint.
Yeah, she's complaining.
Yeah.
I know. And you know, Jack is from Lackawanna County, so you would think he would know how to. That's how people pronounce it.
Yeah, I mean, I pronounce it Lackawanna, but I'm not from here, so I had never really noticed that he says it differently than me.
I've noticed that
Yeah.
Joe says it,
Okay.
Lackawanna. Yeah, he says it. And it's interesting, too, because, for example, Melissa Steininger is from Luzerne County, and she says Wilkes-Barre, which the rest of us pretty much say Wilkes-Barre.
Yes.
But, yeah, hey, if you're from there, what are you going to do?
So I am from Berks County, and sometimes I say Berks County because that's how the Pennsylvania Dutch.
Is that how they say it? Oh my gosh, that's great. I need to spend more time in Pennsylvania Dutch country.
Yeah.
I haven't been down there
Yeah.
enough. Get some shoe fly pie. Now we want to give a big shout out to Anthony.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate Anthony Borden there on that little cast he did with the Team Allied Services or whatever with the donations and all that. You did a great job there, Anthony. That's the first time I've ever seen him do something like that out there. Good job, buddy. Keep it up. You can run that marathon, too. I know you can.
I have a feeling he might be doing that someday.
He is a runner,
Yes.
so
Yep.
maybe he will.
He ran the Scranton Marathon a
Yep.
few weeks ago.
He loves to run. I
for
don't get
him.
it, but good for him. All right, we're going to talk now. Talkback callers always have wardrobe advice, and here's for one of our meteorologists.
This is for Anthony. It's time that Anthony gets a winter coat. A sport coat is not a winter coat. He lives in northeastern Pennsylvania. A sports jacket is not a winter coat. He needs to go and get one. If he doesn't have one, ask him to borrow one from Jeremy. He has tons of them. Thank you.
But he did get a coat.
Yes,
Yes.
I did just text him a little while ago and told him I loved his coat last night. So I'm wondering if he went to the store and bought one. He might not have owned one.
He may not have had one.
Yeah.
He was in Mississippi before this,
Yeah.
so you don't need a winter coat in
Yeah.
Mississippi for the most part.
Well, and I know that Anthony, he watches all of you closely. Like,
Right.
as he wants to develop his Northeastern PA style of weather. Joe never wears a coat. So I
Right.
wonder if he thought, well, maybe I just don't need one.
Yeah.
You need
And
one.
then he was outside. You said Monday evening. Well, it was so cold Monday night.
And windy, and you know, in that backyard, there's nothing blocking that wind whatsoever.
Yeah.
So yeah, he probably. I am wondering if he went and bought it yesterday before he shipped it.
Anthony lived in Florida for high school.
Right.
Went to school in the South. So this is his first real winter experience since he was a boy, I think.
And even forecasting, I think he was, you know, he was loving it, but like he said, it's so foreign to him to say snow, like to say snow showers. So that was interesting. The past couple of days.
He's probably
for him.
excited though to
Yeah.
forecast
I
snow.
would imagine,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
If weather's your thing,
Yeah.
this has got to be
absolutely.
so exciting.
And I know he's excited to for like opening days of ski resorts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Which may be soon.
That would be
We shall
nice.
see. All right, so now to an anchor's shocking slacks.
I don't know where Scott Schaefer gets his wardrobe from, but tonight his pants look like he raided Rodney Dangerfield's wardrobe from the movie Caddyshack.
No plaid pants for guys. That's fashionable.
It is.
John, I feel like you should try that.
I don't know if I could pull it off
I
as much
think
as Scott can.
I think you could pull it off, definitely. I
Jack
mean,
Holcomb can pull it off.
he could definitely pull it
Yeah.
off, that's for sure. But can he pull off facial hair? Oh, wait. Yes, he can.
know
Here
he
you
can.
go.
I see Jack is regrowing the mustache and adding a beard. I think he'll look great, but I'm partial to beards and mustaches. Please remember, Jack, it's your face, and if you want facial hair, don't let anyone tell you that you shouldn't, unless maybe it's someone who kisses that face on a regular basis. Thank you.
She makes a very important point there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember this summer when I was attempting a mustache, Rennie did not like it at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't either.
Yeah.
And it looked awful. So it was an easy choice for it to go.
Say awful, John. I mean, I feel like, you know, he gave you a little pizzazz, a little edge, maybe.
I wasn't here this summer, so I don't
that's
even.
right. So
I
you
don't
didn't even see it.
know. Yeah, I mean, I saw it on TV a little bit, but I don't.
I went a
Well, it was
month.
hard to
Yeah.
see on TV.
Yeah.
I
so.
went a month without shaving it. And
The enabler. Mindy.
there was so much blonde in it and gray.
And a little gray. You know what? You should have just taken like an eyebrow pencil and just penciled it in a little bit so we could have seen it
I
better.
didn't want to do that.
That's what we do.
I know.
Yes, we do
I
it with
wasn't
our
going to
eyebrows.
that length.
Good try. All right, now we're going to move on to Talkback and a snow measurement debate.
Okay, Kurt. The actual time that we got the first real inch. How about leaving the stick out there and with a camera on it, and when it actually hits an inch, that's the exact time. Not when, Stacy's first time measuring, when it's convenient to come out and take a measurement. That's not true. That's not the reality of it. Okay, Kurt, get with the program here.
Wow.
I'm guessing she picked the time that was an hour
Right before.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably. It seemed that way. Did you notice in that shot where he was standing, there was no snow?
Yes.
And then on that snowboard, it was an inch. Mm-hmm. So snow is a difficult thing to measure. You're supposed to have an official snowboard, which is a white painted piece of plywood that's off the ground.
Where is our snowboard?
It's out there.
Oh, okay.
But that Polywood furniture does good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to measure it on macadam or asphalt or pavers, they absorb heat. Snow is not going to stick. So the National Weather Service has all these guidelines. And you're supposed to take the average over an area. There's a lot of room for error with snow measurement.
Well, I heard John caused a controversy one year too.
John, true
when was
story?
that? Was that last year?
No, that was a few years ago when I was the one here that had to do it, and I measured a few, and one of them was just under an inch, and some people were going nuts. Oh, well, if one's under an inch, we didn't get the inch because the snow had just stopped.
Were you
then.
measuring it on the snowboard or where were you measuring?
Snowboard, and then something else that was flat. I can't
you
remember.
take the average over
and
an
the
area.
average. And
The average was an inch, yeah.
An inch.
Yeah.
And I declared, it's an inch. It's not a controversy. Move on, people.
Move on. Come on, Karen. All right.
Yeah, I'm just
Sorry.
lighting up
Come on,
everybody.
Karen.
Where's the anger in the world anymore?
We're mad
know.
about an inch of
Everyone's
snow.
mad about everything. Just relax.
Well,
Mike.
another caller is calling out Kurt's snow day style.
I'd like to know why Kurt Aaron doesn't wear a hat or a hood when it's snowing outside. Kurt, you look ridiculous with the snow piling up on your head. If you don't want to wear a hat to ruin your coiffed hair, at least get a jacket with a hood. Seriously, Kurt, you look silly.
Is it coiffed or coiffed? Does it matter?
I don't
I don't know
know.
which way it
Yeah, I
goes.
don't know
Both
either.
acceptable?
They might both be acceptable.
And
It's
is
not a
there
word I
quite-
usually use.
Yeah.
Well, we have
So-
a big announcement that a lot of people may not know. Who's going to tell the viewers about Kurt's hair?
That it's not real?
No, that it's real, but it is a hat.
Oh, yes. It
Double.
keeps him warm.
It's full insulation,
Yep.
full wind protection.
Does not
Yeah.
move.
I think probably it would have the same resistance as a football helmet if you were to get hit in the head.
Very good point.
Yes.
I've seen him come out of a pool. It does
And
not
it looks
change.
It doesn't
I
change.
actually
It does not
have, and
Yeah,
it doesn't
It does not
change.
change. So I don't know what's going on with his hair.
It's
but
fascinating.
It's a hat.
It's perfect
It's a
television
helmet.
hair.
It's
Yeah.
everything.
And he does just fine out in the snow.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's got perfect TV hair.
Yes. So another viewer is taking a shot at Penn State's bowl hopes.
Yeah, I see Steve Lloyd is so happy that if Penn State wins the next 3 games to go 6-6, we'll be going to a bowl game. When a lot of other teams will be at least 7-5 or better, get a bowl bid. Won't get a bowl bid. How pathetic. Penn State does not belong in a bowl game this year.
Oh. And
Harsh
Mindy,
words.
How about how John enlightened us? Just
I
a
know.
half
The thing
hour
is,
ago?
I love the fact that he lets us know, since we're not in on all the insider talk on
But
the
it is true. A
college
6-6
football.
Penn State team, if they win their last 3 games, could get a bowl bid, and a 7-5 team that's a smaller school or not as big a brand could get skipped over because of that.
And it's all because of the money. They want to watch Penn State.
It is big.
If it were
big
some no-name
business.
team that has a better record, they're not going to get the bowl. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed for humanity.
Well, this is
Big
how it works.
This is how it works.
how it
It's all
works.
about the cash and the eyeballs.
And lots of people watch it.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome to Talkback Feedback, where we find ourselves stuck between holidays, especially in the backyard.
Yes, why don't you make Frankenstein, instead of jumping the holidays, make him a pilgrim for Thanksgiving, and then make him a Santa Claus for Christmas.
That's a rock-solid idea, caller. We already have our creative team working on it. A pilgrim, you say, for Thanksgiving. Perhaps a Santa Claus for Christmas. Well, let me just say, I can't wait for Easter.
I just saw one of Kurt's puppies water the plants on the new news show. Thanks.
Yes, it would seem that Kulkenstein is not the only thing that has people talking about our backyard. But is it true? I mean, did the dog really relieve himself on the chrysanthemum?
Yeah, I was calling about one of the dogs peeing on the mom. That was cute and funny.
Oh my. I see a scandal brewing. I mean, those be kind to chrysanthemum people, they have no sense of humor. But I think we're losing sight here, people. Way too concerned with holiday decorations and bodily functions. No. We're journalists here, and a caller from Chick Shinny points that out.
How come you aren't reporting on these unidentified submersible objects that people seen in the Susquehanna River? I think WNEP's part of the cover-up. The truth has to get out about this because something's going on with the Susky.
Unidentified submersibles in the Susquehanna, you say? Yes, Chick Shinny. That is a big story. We need to get our top reporter on that immediately. Someone unafraid to dive to the depths of the river to get the scoop. You could say a regular monster of investigative journalism. You too can call Talkback at 1-800-228-WNEP, and maybe next week we'll give you a little feedback.